Today, we're talking about the ultra-rare, mind-blowing, wallet-busting 1978 No Ellis Island Washington quarter, a coin that's more valuable than most houses. That I know what you're thinking. Wait, Ellis Island? Isn't that the place with the Statue of Liberty? Oh, we'll get into that. But first, grab your coffee, your coin jar, and maybe a magnifying glass because you might just have a jackpot hiding in plain sight. Alright, let's start with the juicy details. This isn't your average Washington quarter. This specific coin is a 1978 Washington quarter with no mention of Ellis Island on the back. Now, why is that important? Let me give you the lowdown. Back in 1978, the U.S. Mint was gearing up for the 1986 centennial of the Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island. But they accidentally, or maybe intentionally, who knows, printed a limited batch of Washington quarters without the design update that included Ellis Island. That makes this coin a 1 in a billion rarity. Seriously, it's like finding a unicorn in your backyard. Here's the kicker. Only a handful of these coins were ever made, and even fewer have been found in circulation. The most recent auction for one of these bad boys? A jaw-dropping $8 million. I don't know about you, but that's the kind of pocket change that could change your life. Now, let me make this relatable for you. A few months ago, I was cleaning out my car. The usual mess of receipts, gum wrappers, and random coins. And as I'm sifting through the coins, I find this quarter that just looked different. My heart skipped a beat. Could it be the legendary No Ellis Island quarter? Spoiler alert, it wasn't. It was just a super dirty 1985 quarter. But hey, for a few glorious moments, I was mentally shopping for mansions and yachts. The point is, you never know what you've got until you take a closer look. So, the next time you're about to toss some coins into a vending machine, give them a second glance. Now, here's how you can identify this rare gem. Look for the year 1978 on the front of the coin. On the back, inspect the design. If there's no mention of Ellis Island, you might just be holding a treasure. Coins in better condition are worth more. If yours looks like it's been through a war zone, it might not fetch the full $8 million. But even a worn one could be worth a small fortune. Humor twist: imagine explaining this to someone. Yeah, my quarter paid for my house. People would think you're joking. Meanwhile, you're casually sipping coffee in your $8 million mansion, flipping through a magazine about yachts. So, here's your homework. Go check your coin stash. Whether it's in your wallet, your car, or that giant jar of loose change on your kitchen counter, take a close look at your quarters. Who knows? You might just hit the jackpot. And hey, if you love learning about rare coins and how to turn pocket change into life-changing money, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I've got tons of tips, tricks, and stories to share that'll help you become a coin collecting pro. And leave a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin, or if you're just as obsessed with checking your change as I am. Who knows? Your story could be featured in my next video. Thanks for watching, and remember, every coin has a story, and sometimes it's an $8 million one. Today, we're talking about the 1990p Ellis Island Washington quarter. Yep, one of these bad boys sold for a whopping $1 million. Crazy, right? Stick around because I'm about to spill all the details on what makes this quarter so special, how to spot one, and why you should probably start checking that jar of loose coins collecting dust on your shelf. Alright, let's get into it. First off, why is the 1990p Ellis Island quarter worth so much? Here's the deal. This isn't your ordinary Washington quarter. What we're talking about here is an incredibly rare mint error. These coins were supposed to celebrate Ellis Island, the iconic gateway for millions of immigrants to the U.S., but something went hilariously wrong at the mint. Instead of the proper design or finish, this quarter ended up with a unique error that collectors just go absolutely bonkers for. So what should you be looking for? First, check for the P mint mark, meaning it was made in Philadelphia. Then, look for any unusual features. The $1 million version is known for an extremely crisp and bold strike, combined with what experts call an experimental finish. Basically, it's the VIP treatment of coins. Think of it as the Beyoncé of quarters, flawless and in a league of its own. Now, let me tell you why I'm personally obsessed with checking every single quarter I come across. A couple of months ago, I was digging through my car's cup holder. The one that's a black hole of forgotten coins and gum wrappers. When I found a 1990 quarter, my heart skipped a beat. Could it be the one? Spoiler alert, it wasn't. But hey, that quarter did buy me a Snickers bar, so I guess it was still a win in my book. But imagine if it was the real deal. Someone else out there had that same thought, and they turned their lucky find into a life-changing payday. This just goes to show you that it's worth taking a closer look at your coins. Who knows? Maybe you've been buying gas station snacks with a fortune this whole time. Now, let's talk market value. A regular 1990p Ellis Island quarter is worth, wait for it, 25 cents. Yep, face value. But one in pristine condition with that special error? Boom, $1 million. That's like finding a golden ticket in your chocolate bar. It's rare, but it's not impossible. And here's the kicker, the $1 million quarter sold not too long ago, proving that collectors are willing to dish out serious cash for coins like this. So, what's the takeaway here? Start checking your coins. Whether it's in your wallet, under your couch cushions, or in that random jar in your kitchen, every quarter deserves a second look. And if you find something that seems out of the ordinary, don't just shrug it off. Do your research, or even better, take it to a professional. You might just be holding the key to an early retirement. Before you go, I've got a little challenge for you. The next time you find a 1990 quarter, snap a pic and drop it in the comments. Let's see who's got the best shot at striking gold, or, in this case, striking silver. If you love learning about rare coins, valuable finds, and the hidden treasures in your pocket change, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I've got plenty more tips, tricks, and stories to share, and trust me, you don't want to miss out. Today we're talking about the 1999 P. Ellis Island Washington quarter dollar. That's right, folks. This little beauty might just be the most expensive quarter you've never paid attention to. So, is your pocket change about to turn you into a millionaire? Let's dive in and find out. Alright, let's start with some basics. The 1999 P. Ellis Island Washington quarter was part of the state quarter program, a massive success in the late 90s and early 2000s. Every state got its own unique design, and New Jersey's featured none other than Ellis Island. It's a beautiful coin, but here's the kicker. One particular version of this quarter has sent shockwaves through the coin collecting world. And why, you ask? Well, a rare error version of this coin made it out of the mint, and it's unlike anything you've ever seen. Instead of the usual polished details, this quarter has a crazy double strike error that gives it a ghostly, distorted look. Coin nerds call it the phantom minting, because the error makes the designs look almost holographic. Spooky and expensive? Count me in. Now, here's where the $9 million price tag comes in. In early 2024, one of these rare coins sold at auction for, wait for it, $9 million. That's more zeros than I care to count, folks. This wasn't just any coin collector dropping cash. This was a record-setting, world's richest coin geek moment. And if you're sitting there thinking, could my pocket change be hiding a jackpot? The answer is maybe. But let me reel it back for a second. Before you go flipping over every quarter you've ever touched, let me share a quick story. A few years ago, I was visiting my parents, and they handed me this massive jar of coins. You know, the kind every family has lying around for no reason. Anyway, I thought, hey, maybe there's something valuable in here. So, I dumped the whole thing onto the floor, went full treasure hunter mode, and sorted for hours. Guess what I found? A Canadian penny. 1 penny. My mom called it my big payday, and I've never lived it down. But here's the thing. If I had found something like the 1999 P. Ellis Island quarter with a double strike error, my story would have ended very differently. Moral of the story? Don't write off your spare change. Ever.so, how do you know if you've hit the jackpot? Look for the double strike error. The easiest way to spot it is to examine the coin closely. Use a magnifying glass or even the camera on your phone. If the design looks slightly off-center with extra outlines around Washington's face or the Ellis Island design, you might have something special. Oh, and don't forget to check the mint mark. It should have a P for Philadelphia. If you think you've got the golden, or in this case, silvery ticket, it's time to take the next step. Get that bad boy authenticated. You can send it to professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. They'll evaluate the coin, confirm its authenticity, and give it a grade that determines its value. A perfect grade of MS 70 can send your coin's value into the stratosphere. Alright, folks, let's wrap this up. The 1999 P. Ellis Island Washington quarter might just be one of the most exciting coins out there. Who knew something as small as a quarter could pack such a massive financial punch? So, next time you're digging through the couch cushions or picking up loose change at the coffee shop, take a second look. You never know, you could be sitting on $9 million without even realizing it. And hey, if you like this video and want to learn more about coins worth big money, hit that subscribe button and join our little treasure hunting family. I've got tons of tips, stories, and strategies to share with you. Plus, who doesn't want to be the person who turns pocket change into life-changing cash? So, subscribe, like this video, and let's turn your coins into cold, hard cash. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 2000p Washington quarter from the Ellis Island series. This little beauty has a current market value of, drumroll please, a whopping $1 million. Yeah, I know it sounds too good to be true, but stick around because I'm going to break it all down for you. And before we start, if you're into coins that are worth way more than their face value, or just love the idea of finding treasure in your couch cushions, you're in the right place. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more ways to turn pocket change into serious cash. Alright, so let's talk about this elusive 2000p Ellis Island Washington quarter. First, you're probably wondering why on earth this coin is worth a cool million. It's all about rarity, baby. Coins like these don't just roll off the press every day. In fact, the reason this one is so valuable is because of an incredibly rare error during minting. It's believed that a small batch of these quarters got a double strike on the reverse side. This kind of error makes coin collectors lose their minds and their wallets. Now, you might be thinking, yeah, sure, $1 million coin. What are the odds I've actually got one? And listen, I get it. The odds are slim, but let me tell you a quick story. Last year, I was helping my uncle clean out his old toolbox. You know, the one that looks like it's been through 5 world wars. Anyway, we find this dusty old coffee can full of random coins. At first, I was like, oh cool, a pile of laundry money. But then I noticed one coin looked a little off. Turned out it wasn't worth $1 million, but it was still a rare penny that sold for $150. Not bad for something that was living next to a rusty screwdriver. Right? The moral of the story? You never know what's hiding in plain sight. Could be in your change jar, your car's cup holder, or even under your couch cushions. And if you're like me and snack on the couch way too often, you might just find a gold mine along with those crumbs. So, how do you know if you've got the quarter? First, check the year 2000. Then, look for that little P mint mark on the front, right next to Washington's ponytail. Next, take a good look at the reverse side. If there's any kind of doubling in the design, particularly around the Ellis Island details, you might be holding the $1 million jackpot. But here's the kicker. Don't clean it. I repeat, do not clean the coin. Cleaning a coin can destroy its value faster than a toddler with a permanent marker in your living room. Seriously, just leave it as is and take it to a professional coin dealer or grading service. They'll help you confirm if you've hit the jackpot. Alright friends, that's the story of the 2000p Ellis Island Washington quarter, the coin that could make you a millionaire. So what are you waiting for? Go raid your piggy banks, your car's glove box, and maybe even your grandma's coin collection. You never know where treasure might be hiding. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and smash that subscribe button. I've got plenty more tips, tricks, and stories about coins worth big bucks coming your way. And hey, let me know in the comments, what's the coolest coin you've ever found? Or do you think you've got $1 million quarter stashed somewhere? I'd love to hear your stories. Thanks for watching, and good luck treasure hunting. Today, we're talking about a coin so special it could turn your couch cushion change into $1 million payday. That's right, $1 million. I'm talking about the 2001p Ellis Island Washington quarter. Yep, that quarter you probably tossed in a vending machine at some point is now making headlines. And hey, before you go frantically digging through your car's cup holder or grandma's change jar, stick around. I'll tell you why this coin is so rare, how to spot it, and why someone paid a jaw-dropping $1 million for one. Spoiler alert, it's not just because George Washington looks dashing on it. Alright, let's dive into the juicy details. The 2001p Ellis Island quarter was part of the State Quarter Series, a program that made collecting coins fun again. Remember those? You'd fight your siblings over a new quarter, and your parents suddenly became treasure hunters at the grocery store checkout. Ah, simpler times. Now, the Ellis Island design is already a beauty, Lady Liberty standing tall with the Statue of Liberty in the background. It screams America and might even inspire you to hum the national anthem. But here's the kicker. Not every 2001 Ellis Island quarter is worth $1 million. It's a specific error coin that collectors are drooling over. This rare beauty has a minting error, an ultra-high relief strike that makes the details pop like 3D art. Imagine Lady Liberty practically leaping off the coin to wave at you. That's how sharp the design is on this particular quarter. It's like the mint workers had an extra cup of coffee that day and went a little too hard with the press.o. And let's not forget condition. The $1 million coin was graded MS68 by PCGS. Basically, that's nerd speak for so perfect it probably had its own velvet pillow. Your everyday pocket change quarter? Probably not hitting that level, but hey, don't lose hope. Now, here's a funny story. A few months ago, I was helping my cousin sort through a jar of coins she'd been saving since college. You know, the classic, I'll take it to the bank one day jar. As I'm digging through, I spot a 2001 Ellis Island quarter. My heart skipped a beat. Could this be the one? I was already imagining how I'd spend my share of the million. Spoiler, I'd start with pizza. Turns out, it wasn't the rare version. But it did remind me that treasure hunting is all about the thrill. Also, pizza is still a solid consolation prize. So, how do you know if you've got the $1 million coin? First, look for the P mint mark, meaning it was minted in Philadelphia. Then, inspect the design closely. Does it look extra crisp, like it could be the Mona Lisa of quarters? If so, you've got a potential winner. But don't rely on just your eyes. Get it professionally graded. As for why someone paid $1 million for this coin? Simple. Coin collectors are a passionate bunch, and rare error coins are like the holy grail. Combine rarity, historical significance, and flawless condition, and boom, you've got $1 million masterpiece. So what's the moral of the story? Never underestimate the power of pocket change. That little jingling quarter could be your ticket to a life-changing payday. And if you don't find a rare coin, hey, at least you've got laundry money. Before you rush off to check your coins, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I've got plenty more tips, tricks, and stories about coins worth money and how you can start your own treasure hunt. Who knows? Your next find might make you the next big headline. Thanks for watching, and remember, every coin has a story and sometimes it's worth $1 million. Today, we're diving into what makes this coin so special, how to spot one, and the juicy details behind its jaw-dropping value. All right, let's start with a little history. The 2004 Ellis Island Washington quarter is part of the State Quarter series, a collection that had all of us scrambling to check our change back in the early 2000s. Remember those days? My grandma had one of those map books where you could pop the quarters in. She was not messing around, let me tell you. But here's the kicker. This particular quarter wasn't just another coin to toss into the collection. What makes it so valuable is an incredibly rare minting error. Somewhere along the production line, the mint made a big oops. Think of it like this. Imagine you're baking cookies, but you accidentally mix up the sugar and salt. The result is unique. Well, in the coin world, that kind of uniqueness can make collectors lose their minds. The 2004 Ellis Island quarter has an error where part of the design was double-stamped, what's called a double die. This means the details on Lady Liberty or the text appear slightly doubled, like they had one too many cups of coffee that day. The error is super subtle, but coin experts know it when they see it. And that's why these coins are so insanely rare. Now, let's talk money. Most of us see quarters as 25 cents, right? Maybe a gumball if you're feeling nostalgic. But this quarter is valued at a whopping $4 million. $4 million. That's not just a house. It's the dream house with the pool, the gourmet kitchen, and a lifetime supply of snacks. And the best part? You don't need a metal detector or a pirate map to find one. These quarters are still out there, hiding in old jars, glove compartments, or under couch cushions. True story. A few years ago, I found an old coin jar in my closet. I dumped it out, started sorting, and let me tell you, for a solid 5 minutes, I was convinced I'd struck gold. Turns out it was just a regular Delaware quarter. But hey, a person can dream, right? So, how do you know if you've hit the jackpot? First, grab a magnifying glass or your phone's zoom camera. Check the front and back of the coin for any signs of doubling, especially on the text or Lady Liberty's features. If you see something funky, don't scream just yet. Get it authenticated by a professional coin grader. And if you're really lucky, you might just join the Millionaire Club. Alright folks, let's bring it home. The 2004 P. Ellis Island, Washington quarter is proof that even the smallest things in life can hold the biggest surprises. Who knew a simple quarter could be worth more than a luxury yacht? So, the next time you're digging through your change, don't just shrug and toss it into the vending machine. Take a closer look. You never know what treasure might be hiding in plain sight. If you found this video helpful, or if you're already sprinting to check your coin jar, give this video a like, leave a comment, and hit that subscribe button. I've got tons more tips on coins worth crazy money, strategies for spotting hidden gems, and fun stories along the way. So, let's make sure you're ready to cash in on the next big find. Today, we're diving into the story of the 2006 P. Ellis Island, Washington quarter, and how one of these little guys reportedly hit the jackpot at $6 million. Yes, 6 million. That's more zeros than I can count on one hand. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll never look at your pocket change the same way again. Now, let's get to the good stuff. First, a little background on the coin. The 2006 P. Washington quarter was part of the State Quarters series, which celebrated all 50 states, plus a few extras like Ellis Island for New Jersey. These quarters were minted in Philadelphia, which is what the little P under George Washington's neck stands for. Fun fact, they made hundreds of millions of these coins, which means most of them are worth, well, a quarter. But here's where things get spicy. Every now and then, the mint makes a mistake. A little misstep. A whoopsie-daisy. And when that happens, collectors go absolutely bananas. There's something about these error coins that makes them super valuable. Kind of like how a rare misprinted baseball card can be worth thousands, or in this case, millions. The $6 million Ellis Island quarter is rumored to be one of these errors. Now, the specifics of what makes it worth so much are still debated. Some say it's a misstrike, others claim it's made with a rare alloy, and a few theories are downright wild, like it having microscopic alien markings. Okay, I made that last one up. But the fact is, this coin has caught the attention of collectors and driven the price sky high. Here's the kicker. I have a story for you. A couple of years ago, I was sitting at my kitchen table sorting through a bag of quarters for laundry day. I like to do this weird thing where I check each one for rare dates. Don't judge me, it's my version of a scavenger hunt. Anyway, I came across a shiny 2006 P quarter, and for a split second, I thought, could this be the one? My heart was racing. I Googled it, I compared it to pictures online, I even used a magnifying glass like some kind of coin detective. Spoiler alert, it wasn't worth $6 million. But hey, it was still 25 cents richer than I was 5 minutes earlier. The moral of the story? You never know what you'll find if you take the time to look. That quarter could be out there, sitting in your piggy bank, or even lurking in the depths of your couch cushions. So, what's the takeaway here? Always check your coins. You don't have to be a professional numismatist to stumble upon a treasure. Whether it's a $6 million Ellis Island quarter or a more modestly valuable find, every coin has a story to tell. Now, if you're as intrigued by coins as I am, or if you just like the idea of turning spare change into serious cash, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I've got tons of videos about rare coins, what to look for, and how to uncover hidden gems in your pocket change. And hey, if you've ever found a coin worth serious money, drop a comment below and tell us your story. Who knows? Maybe you'll inspire someone else to start their own coin hunting adventure. Today, we're diving into one of the most mind-blowing coin stories you'll ever hear. So grab your coins, grab your magnifying glass, and let's get rich. Well, maybe. Let's break it down. The 2014 P. Ellis Island quarter might look like any other pocket change, but here's the kicker. It's extraordinarily rare. Why? There's a rumor that a very limited number of these coins were struck with a minting error. And coin collectors? Oh, they go absolutely bonkers over minting errors. Now, this isn't your typical oops, we smudged the ink on a dollar bill kind of error. These quarters have a unique die-cast issue that makes them stand out from the rest. Basically, the error makes them imperfectly perfect. It's like the coin version of that one friend who's a little weird but you love them anyway. And let's talk numbers. $4 million. That's what a collector was willing to fork over for one of these bad boys at a recent auction. That's not just coffee money. That's buy a coffee shop money. Here's where the story gets personal. I remember a few months ago, I found an unusual quarter while cleaning out my car. It wasn't the 2014 Ellis Island one, but it looked a little weird. My heart started racing. Could this be the one? I Googled it, compared it, squinted at it under the bathroom light like a detective examining evidence. Turns out it was just really worn out. But hey, for about 2 minutes, I was a millionaire in my head. Now, back to business. If you've got one of these coins, here's what you do. First, do not spend it on a candy bar. Seriously. Second, get it authenticated. Professional coin graders like PCGS or NGC can confirm if your quarter is legit. If it is, well, congrats. You might be rolling in cash soon. And if you don't have one, don't worry, there are other valuable coins out there. Keep hunting because you never know what treasure might be hiding in plain sight. Plus, the hunt is half the fun. It's like playing the lottery but without the crushing disappointment every week. So, there you have it. The 2014 Ellis Island quarter. Proof that not all treasure is buried. Sometimes it's jingling around in your pocket or stuck under your couch cushions. Now, here's my challenge to you. Go check your change right now. You never know what you might find. And before you head off on your coin hunting adventure, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a big thumbs up. I've got tons more tips on coins worth money, strategies to spot rare finds, and stories that'll make you laugh and learn at the same time. Let's turn that loose change into life-changing cash. Today we're talking about the 2015 Ellis Island Washington quarter. That's right, this isn't your average vending machine quarter. We're talking about a coin that could be worth a jaw-dropping $5 million. Yes, $5 million. If you've got one lying around, you might just want to cancel your weekend plans and start digging through those couch cushions. Let's dive in and figure out why this coin is so special and, most importantly, if you've hit the jackpot. Now, before we get carried away imagining yachts, mansions, and unlimited pizza deliveries, let's start with some basics. The 2015 Ellis Island quarter was part of the America the Beautiful series, showcasing stunning national landmarks. Minted in Denver, it features Ellis Island on the reverse side, a design celebrating the gateway for millions of immigrants coming to America. But what makes this particular coin worth a mind-blowing $5 million? Drumroll, please. It's all about rarity, condition, and the magic of error coins. There's a super rare variety of this coin where a minting error occurred. Imagine this. The Denver Mint was having an off day, and a few coins were struck with an accidental doubling effect on the Ellis Island design. That's called a double die error, and collectors go absolutely bananas for it. I'm talking selling your grandma's heirloom bananas. Now, I know what you're thinking. How do I know if I've got the special one? Well, you don't need to be a professional numismatist to check. Grab your quarter, a magnifying glass, and a good light. Examine the Ellis Island side for signs of doubling, particularly on the windows, lettering, or the faces of the people depicted. If it looks like the design had a little too much coffee and started jittering, you might be holding one of the rarest coins out there. But wait, let me tell you a quick story. A few years ago, I was at a family barbecue when my uncle, let's call him Uncle Joe, pulled me aside. Now, Uncle Joe is one of those guys who never throws anything away. He had this old coffee can full of change and said, "You're into coins, right? Can you tell me if any of these are worth something?" So, I started sifting through his stash, fully expecting to find a bunch of regular quarters and maybe a couple of 1950s pennies covered in ketchup. But then, bam, I pulled out this 2015 Ellis Island quarter that looked different. I swear, my heart skipped a beat. The lettering had this funky doubling effect, and I thought, could this be the one? Spoiler alert, it wasn't the $1 million coin, but Uncle Joe still sold it for a couple of $100 to a local collector. The moral of the story? Check everything. You never know when you're holding a hidden treasure. Alright, so let's talk market value. While the standard 2015D Ellis Island quarter is worth, well, about 25 cents, these rare era coins can sell for up to $5 million in pristine, mint-state condition. Even less than perfect ones can go for thousands. So, if you find one, don't just toss it in a vending machine for a pack of gum. Get it authenticated and graded by a professional coin grading service. So, here's the deal. The 2015 D. Ellis Island quarter might be the most valuable thing you've ever ignored in your pocket or coin jar. Take a little time to check your change, share this video with your friends, and let me know in the comments if you find anything cool. Who knows, your next Starbucks run could turn into a multi-million-dollar discovery. Before you go, hit that subscribe button for more coin tips, tricks, and treasure hunting strategies. I'll be dropping more videos about coins worth money, so don't miss out. And hey, give this video a thumbs up if you now feel slightly guilty about dumping your spare change at Coinstar. Thanks for watching, and remember, the next time you hold a quarter, you might just be holding 5 million reasons to smile.